Woo! We are back. We are ready to do this. We are here with my resident Miami Hurricane fan, the fan base that might be indoctrinated into, whatever it is. But we are here with all things Hurricanes. And so before we get started, I want to say this is my top 25 fan series. Fan series, content creator, cover the team series where I'm talking to 25 different representatives from their college football team. The way this is going to release is I'm going to release the 25th team on August 1st, and then we're going to work our way down through the month leading up to college football. So there's that. And then the other thing is all of my guest information will be in the description box below. So if you have any questions, you want to find Street, you're like, who was that guy? He was the best. I want to hear from him. All of his information will be in the description below. So other than that, we are ready to go. We are here to talk about your beloved Hurricanes. So if you want to introduce yourself, let us know who you are. Tell us anything you want to tell us, and then we'll start talking about your team.
I'm Darryl Streeter, founder, created Caneville, created Footballville. Footballville has over close to 1 million followers across social media. Caneville is for the Miami Hurricanes. Basically has 30,000 Twitter followers, YouTube channel. Just from Miami, man, saw social media maybe 10 years ago what it was going to be, and we kind of jumped in head first, and went all in, and man, kind of stretched it across YouTube and TikTok.
Yeah. And shout out to you, because I think it's fascinating just watching different things pop up on your channel and pop up on like Instagram. Like there's certain athletes that we see, certain things that we see. So I just think it's amazing. I feel like what you do is for the athletes. And I think that that's cool, because a lot of places forget about the athletes. So shout out to you for that. And let's talk about these Canes. What are you hoping? Like, let's just talk about this. What are you hoping the season brings? How are you feeling? What are you hoping this season brings? Because for those of you that don't know, Street and I were on a show together, and we had a whole conversation about these Miami Hurricanes. So I would love, like, what are you thinking for this season?
We became a little cooler since then, but it was a conversation. Do you remember what show it was? Like, if I told you to go find it, could you find it?
I could probably. It would take me a minute, but I probably could find it. Probably.
Yeah. National championship, always Miami Hurricane fans. I mean, they always won national championship, but like a goal to win the ACC championship and top 4 playoff bid. I think, I think they're ready for that.
Okay. And what is the issue? Like, do you think this is the year it gets done? Are you feeling confident? Are you like, yes, like, listen, this is a recruiting thing right now. Okay. You're recruiting me over, and I'm like, yeah, like, do you think this is the year? Do you think they got everything they need?
I don't know if they have everything they need with the transfer portal era. I don't know if any team is ever going to have everything they need anymore. But I think, goddamn, if they're ready. I mean, they're ready. Coming off a 10-win season, they had those battle-tested games. Won at Cal down 28, went into Florida, stumped them in the face, got over the Louisville hump, and then you add a Carson Beck to that team. They're ready. It's winning time. I mean, it's winning time. The recruiting thing is over. You ask me, it's winning time.
Okay. What do you think the team's strength is this year? If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to check and make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. And don't forget to turn on those notification bells. Also, if you're feeling generous, leave me a comment in the comment section below.
I think they will run the ball really, really, really well this year. I think they bring back a Mark Fletcher, which is his 3rd year. He's a season back. Jordan Lau, who I think may be one of the best backs, most talented backs we've had in a long time. I think they're going to be a 1-2 punch that Carson Beck is going to use as a necessity. I think they will run the ball really well behind that offensive line. I think Miami has created an offensive line culture like no other. They're developing kids. It's a unit that Mirabal and Mario has basically took pride into building. So I think running the ball is going to be a problem for defenses in the ACC.
Okay. How do you like the addition of Carson Beck? How are you feeling about it?
Love it. I think he's the best quarterback in college football. And when I say that, people frown because he threw 12 interceptions last year. But find me a quarterback that's in college football right now with a better resume. Bo Nix stayed in college football long enough to throw 4,500 yards, 45 touchdowns. And he was subpar for a long time.
Yeah.
But it's experience, period. It's the experience. Okay. It's doing the same thing over and over again. And then you walk out there your fifth year and people are moving in slow motion. And
I like it.
Right. Yeah. So getting Carson back, I spent some time with Carson Beck. I mean, he's a smart cat. He's a football dude. I think football is a sanctuary. Being battle tested and being at Georgia with that pressure on his head, man, it's probably like Disney World to him.
Yeah.
He's probably Disney. Yeah, it's probably like Disney World to him. I mean, so I love the Carson Beck pickup.
Okay. What do you think the team's biggest weakness is?
At this point, Mario's recruited so well and they've killed it in transfer portal so well. I wouldn't say weaknesses. They may have some question at safety. We don't really know. They picked up some safeties. I watched them in the spring. I wasn't really sure about the ones they picked up. I was kind of high on Marquise. I'm not sure how the team feels about him. I think he may start. So I think some questions may be at the safety position.
Yeah. Do you feel, because I know you all got a new defensive coordinator, because at this point I'm like a quasi Miami fan. Let's just call it what it is, Do you feel like, and you all had a spring game, so you got to kind of see him operate within, as much game-like as you can get or whatever. Did you feel good about it? Was it how did you feel seeing it? Were you kind of like, okay, I kind of feel like this is a little different, or were you kind of still not sure just because it was just a spring game?
I think he's a coach that's going to make things simple for the kids. And when things are simple, you could play fast.
Right.
So when things are simple, you could play fast. You're in a situation where you have talent, right? So sometimes these coaches in their jargon and want to be always the guru, they get kids to thinking, and now the kids are a step slower.
I agree.
And all the kids I talk to, man, they smile when you talk about the defense. They love what's going on. All the stunting and all that stuff they were doing last year is a thing of the past. So I think if they can get up the field and get pressure, like they should be able to with Mesidor and Bain and these seasoned guys. I mean, I think we're right where we need to be defensively.
Okay, I love it. So let's talk about the schedule. What game on your schedule are you the most excited about? Where you're just you want to see how they match up?
Notre Dame. I mean, Notre Dame's coming off the national championship. Like I say, Miami played some battle tested games last year. They got to see what a leader in Cam Ward looked like. And there's no more excuses. I mean, there's no excuses. Oh, we're not ready. Notre Dame won the championship last year. Oh, they got fifth-year seniors. Whatever the excuse may be, God's on their side, it's a Catholic school. I don't know. Whatever the excuses may be, there is no more excuses for me. Bro, listen, we got the best quarterback in the league again. Mario's been recruiting like a madman. Transfer portal, we've been blowing it up. No, there's no excuses. So Notre Dame, national championship runner-up, bring them on. Excited to see it. I was there the last time when they blew Notre Dame out in 2017, and Notre Dame came in undefeated. I think ranked number 1 or 2 in the nation. I was there then. So it can happen again. It can happen again.
Yeah. So I'm going to credit myself a little bit here, because that was what our whole debate was about. Or I was like, how long are we going to make excuses for this? Like, at what point are we going to raise this thing? Where are we going to raise the bar and be like, this is the standard. This is what I expect. So
there's no more excuses. No more excuses.
You're coming around. So I would say that conversation then was very successful. So you're welcome. You're welcome. So trap games. Do you think that Miami has any trap games this year? Are there any teams on the schedule where you're thinking, oh gosh, I don't like when we play them, the time of the season, or at this part of our schedule, I just don't like this game?
I would say at Florida State, but that's like a rivalry game. That's a cheat game. You know what I'm saying?
Don't you say it, and don't you say that.
So I would say a trap game would be Syracuse.
Oh,
Because I think they're going to want revenge from what happened last year. Syracuse coach has been kind of mouthy about the situation, and I think you can go in there. I'd say if they walk in there undefeated again, it's a lot of pressure on them.
oh yeah.
So I think Syracuse could be a trap game because nobody's expecting them to. The quarterback is gone. Yep. Nobody's expecting Fran Brown to duplicate what he did. I'm saying Syracuse.
Okay. When is that game? Is it towards the end of the year?
It's after an SMU game, right? So Syracuse,
yeah, after
SMU, and SMU, who went to the ACC title, made it to the playoffs last year, Rhett Lastly. So they have to get up for that game, and then Syracuse is right behind it.
Okay, I love that. And then what game? Let's say like something just doesn't go right. Something goes wrong, but at the end of the season, you go, man, at least we beat so and so. Who would be so and so for you? Who's the rival or who's the team that you're like, we gotta beat them?
Usually Florida State, but Notre Dame. I mean, you get a chance to play Notre Dame, convicts versus the Catholics. Fuck it. You got Notre Dame. If they beat Notre Dame and they win 7 games, I might be all right with that if Mario could survive that 7 wins. You know what I'm saying? But Notre Dame, we gotta be Notre Dame.
I always wonder if Notre Dame thinks of themselves the same way other people think of them. But because I always say, like, who likes, like, honestly, unless you're a fan of that school or you went to that school or whatever, who is just like a fan? Like, it's very rare to find just like a fan that became a fan. So, I mean, and shout out to them, right? If that's their thing, it's just very rare. I feel like you don't find them very often. But if you could add one person to Miami's roster from any college football team, please don't answer this and bring controversy. Who would the one player be that you would add to this Miami football team?
If I could add one person, Jeremiah Smith.
I knew
it. It was Jeremiah Smith. Jesus Christ. If Jeremiah Smith was in Miami, I mean, you got a relationship with him, know his family. Oh, my God. That gets personal.
Okay.
Yeah, that gets personal. I mean, me and his dad is close. Like, yeah, if he was in town, oh, man.
Okay.
God, please.
What is something that we should be aware of for this 2025 Miami team? What is something that you know because you're a fan, because you follow the team? You're not just a fan of them, obviously. You are immersed in the culture. You are a part of Miami football. And what is something we should know that it would be cool just to know as, you know, watching college football?
Those wide receivers that some people seem to think are inexperienced and are going to be a hindrance, are more talented than wide receivers we've had in a long time.
Okay.
So the fact they're not experienced, they haven't played, right? But the talent level and the speed on those guys are something like we've seen in the past. And it's weird that we're talking about a South Florida Miami team like this, but Restrepo was like you know what I'm saying, a possession receiver. Like he was very effective. Like we had big Isaiah Horton, Jacoby George could get open every now and then when he's not getting a penalty, but and make a big play. But those guys behind JoJo that's coming up, JoJo and Chance and Ray and Malachi, like you're talking about fast guys, talented guys, miss a tackle, 60-yard touchdown. And we haven't had that in a while, which is weird at University of Miami. Yeah.
What is something like, is there a position group that you look at that you say, like, no one's talking about this group, but is it the receivers or like that you're kind of like, they're going to be our secret weapon. They're going to be like, you know, they might not ever get a shine, but
I think the tight end. I think the tight end is the one that gets left out, and I think he's going to be the one that puts up big numbers. Elijah Lofton.
Okay.
He's a guy. Yeah, he's a hardworking. Played a lot as a freshman. Just one of those football guys that doesn't look like a big 6'5" tight end. He just looks like a football player. You can play him at running back, play him at tight end, but he's just one of those football guys that's going to make plays, that's going to put people on their ass. Like I remember in high school, Chaminade went to go play them in Las Vegas, and their number one player, Zachariah Branch, wasn't playing. And he scored 5 touchdowns against Chaminade. Nobody knew who the fuck he was.
Got it. Interesting.
Yeah, and then the next year, I think he scored 3 touchdowns versus Miami Central. So they knew who he was. And he's just one of those football guys. Like you throw him the ball, he's going to make a play. So I think that's the one who nobody's talking about will be a pain. Listen, really, this may be the most talented team Carson Beck has ever had. And people might want to argue that, but I go look at the rosters. And you're going to come back with Lad McConkey. You're going to come back. With one or two.
I think, though, the point is you could be right as far as consistency and as far as maybe growth or development. Yeah, development is the word I'm looking for within the program. Because I have this conversation all the time with people when it comes to my Texas Longhorns sometimes where I'm like, just because a guy wasn't a starter last year, it doesn't mean he's not good. It just means he wasn't a starter last year. Maybe he wasn't ready. Maybe his body wasn't right. Maybe he wasn't eating right. Maybe you can throw out whatever reason you want to. But I think sometimes we forget about the previous recruiting classes. Like we forget about 22 and 23 and 24 or the one random guy that everybody forgot that we got out of the transfer portal that's kind of been waiting his turn. So I think that's kind of what you're saying is like there's talent here. We just don't talk about the talent because we don't talk about it, but there's talent. So.
Yeah, people they think of Georgia and they think of 5-star recruiting, but Carson Beck offense, what he has had to work with was kind of weird the last 2 years.
A lot of drops.
No real running back, a lot of drops, no star wide receiver. They had McConkey, who's a star tight end. He was in and out, hurt a lot. I have go back and look at those teams. I will put it. I would argue anybody that Carson Beck's offense this year may be the most talented offense he's had.
Okay. I didn't prepare for this, but I know that you can answer this. What do you think Carson Beck brings to Miami? Because I think the reason I'm asking is because I think that there will be a comparison to Cam Ward just because, right? Like he's a transfer quarterback. He's this, he's that, all the things will make the comparisons. But from your position, however you want to say it, like, what do you think he's going to bring to this Miami team that I don't even know if I want to say will be different than Cam Ward, but that you need to have for this team this year?
He's more experienced than Cam Ward. He's been places Cam Ward wish he would have went.
Yeah.
Carson Beck has played in SEC championship games. He was in the locker room. He watched the team go to the national championship twice. He knows what it looks like.
Yeah.
Talking to the Miami Hurricanes staff, that's basically what they said. He comes here more experienced than Cam Ward. Cam Ward went to Incarnate Word in Washington State.
Right.
And was just a hell of a talented kid with a lot of confidence. Carson Beck arrived here from being to the top of the mountain of college football. They could look him in his eyes. He's been there before. So when you look him in his eyes in the huddle and you're down 7 in the fourth quarter, well, he's been here before. We've seen him down 21 at Alabama. We saw him down late at Georgia Tech with the world watching. So he brings something that Cam Ward didn't even have, which is that he's done it on stages that Cam Ward didn't do it on.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that is fair.
Yeah, when you think Cam Ward, you think number 1 draft pick, so you just think that
all the positivity. Yeah.
Cam Ward, but Carson Beck checks in with more experience than Cam Ward. Maybe he ain't the talent, but he's definitely more. He's been through more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have another question for you that I didn't prepare for, but I know you're going to answer. What is it like covering a team that you are also a fan of? Because not everybody that covers teams, they're fans of the teams, right? Some people just get a great job and they take the job and they want the team to win, but it's not like their team. What does it feel like to be able to be a part of your team, cover them, all the things with them, but then you also get to be like a part of the media and you get to be on the sidelines and you get to have that whole experience?
I mean, it's great. It's great. Saturdays are great. Being able to walk out there, it is. But the flip side of it is that when I became the media, my blinding cane shades came off, and I don't know why. Well, when I became the media, all of a sudden I was still a fan, but I wasn't a blind fan.
Right. You could see. Yeah.
I could see. I could see. And I started thinking maybe 6 years ago, I was like, holy shit, like the Canes are mediocre. Like we're like San Diego State. But when I was just a fan, when I was just a blind fan, I couldn't see it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then it comes with it brings a different lens then, I guess. Do you think it's because you get to see more than the average fan, or do you think because you're what do you think that reason is?
I think that's what it was. I think you get to see more. You get to hear more.
Yeah.
And when you're average fan, you see the logo and you think the logo means everybody's smart that wears the logo.
Yep.
You think everybody in there wants to win. You think that everybody in there is doing what's right for the program. And then you start hearing weird stuff when you become the media and you're like, oh man, I done went too far. I need back up some. So okay. I think that's what it is. I think you get to see more.
I love that. Do you think that I'm going to say this? I know this is a trigger, but I'm just going to ask it. Do you feel like Mario? There's a big game issue. Okay, let's just call it what it is. It's a big game issue. There's a moment where you're like, we're going to win this one and we don't, or we're going to like. Do you feel like because Carson Beck is a leader and because he's kind of been in situations, do you think he'll have the ability to kind of say, we really should be running the ball here? Hey, I know they called that, we got to kneel it. Or I need some hope here. So even if you need to lie to me, feel free to lie to me. But like, do you feel like Carson Beck can be?
Okay, I didn't mean to cut you off. Do I think there's a big game? Mario has won some big games in his career. Mario took the Oregon team to Ohio State, knocked them off at Ohio State. Mario has won some games, which was semi-big here. You know what I'm saying? Big for the level that we were on. Texas A&M, winning the Florida SEC country, blowed them out. I think Mario has to surround himself with more experienced guys that have done it. On game day, I don't expect Mario to do it. That's not the coach that we have. He's not that game day, think fast, get it done. Fair. That's not the guy I think he is. His attributes are in other places, right? So he has to surround himself with people that can be quick on the draw and think fast. More experienced guys in the room where they say something and he respected. So I don't think he has a big game problem. I think when things get tough, the decision making has to be a little sharper.
Okay, so it's more a situational problem,
right?
Not necessarily game as a whole. That's fair. Okay,
right.
That's fair. So there's a couple of things I want to get to. So first of all, I'm going to let you ask me any questions that you might have for me. If you have any questions for me, you obviously don't have to ask. Then the second thing is I want to ask you about being a villain, become a villain, what that means to you. I might have thoughts about it. I don't know. We'll see what you say. And then we'll end with you. But the first thing is do you have any questions or anything you want to ask me about whatever. I don't know, whatever you think of.
I think I saw a ranking today, and I think Texas was first. And they had Texas at first, most likely to win a national championship. And I'm asking how? Like how? Why do you think?
Defense.
A lot of guys come back?
Yeah, a lot of guys come back on defense. And then I always kind of do the name test. Usually if you ask anybody right now, name, who do you know that plays for Texas? Obviously, everyone's going to name Arch Manning. Cool. And then usually when I say, who else do you know? Most people know at least 2 or 3 of our defensive guys. Mm-hmm. And to me, I always say, especially in college football, because there's so many teams, when somebody knows your defensive guys, that usually means your defense should be pretty good. And I think everyone's banking on that. I think everybody's banking on Anthony Hill Jr. to be better. I think everybody's banking on Colin Simmons to be better. I think everybody's depending on that number 1 class to come in and do something. Last year, it was like the number 3 recruiting class or top 5, like everyone's kind of thinking like, if you're getting all these great athletes and last year they were young, this is their next year. This is Anthony Hill Jr.'s money year, right? This is his junior year. And so I think it's the defense. And then I think what people are thinking is if that defense is as good as we think it is, and if Arch Manning just isn't awful, they're probably going to win a lot of football games. I think that's kind of the measuring.
What do you know about the running back from Orlando? His name is missing me right now. They got injured.
Gibson or Baxter?
Baxter. How is Baxter doing? Is he healthy?
He's 100% back. Yeah, he's 100% released. He's been back for about a month. As of this recording, he's been back for about a month. So by the time this releases, he will probably have been full on camp.
So he's fully healthy.
He's full go.
I interviewed him in high school. He was damn good coming out of high school. I hate to see him get hurt because he had played a lot as a freshman.
Me too. I often think that if we have Baxter last year, I don't want to say we would have been in the championship game, but I think we would have been in the championship game because he's that dynamic, and we didn't have our run game just didn't quite. It wasn't ever consistent. It could never really get going. Like it did, and then it didn't. And then against teams where our athletes were just better, it's like, hey, hand off the ball and block so this guy can. It's like, but against hard team or better teams, I think we lacked that running back room there. So we missed him last year.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, that's all I got for you.
Yeah, my good old Longhorns. So tell me, what is a villain? How do you become a villain? What is a villain? How do you start? How did you start it? Talk to me about it.
The villains, it was the idea. People seem to think that we're villains, like we're going around stealing cars at night or something with shiesties on. But that has nothing to do with it. It was short for the word Ville, like Footballville, Caneville, and then it was short for the word Ville. It was first spelled VILL''N. Then we spelled it VILL. And we spelled it so many different ways. And I was just like, we're just going to spell it villain, and we're going to take the I out because the I makes the word ugly. That's just my taste. So people be like, you're spelling villain wrong. No, we're not. We're spelling it how we want to spell it. I mean, whatever. But it's a Miami Hurricane group, membership group. Where people pay. You can go to the Twitter or the top of the Twitter or top of the Instagram and click the link and become a villain. It's an arch villain and rogue villain. It's a membership they pay for. It's like to get inside information. It's like a fellowship. It's a perspective, a different type of perspective comes from the community. Like our media was built kind of on relationships and the community, us knowing the kids and the families and knowing information that we didn't know was valuable, right? Until I realized that the bigger media companies are trying to get to this information that we already have. And I was like, the shit we talk about in the barbershop, that what y'all wanted? Oh, okay. All right, well, let me package this shit. And yeah. So I took that and then some of my wealth of knowledge and my storytelling and I put it in a package, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop chasing views. And if this media is unique that we do, let's see if we can start a membership. Yeah. People will pay for it. And I think we've created like a fellowship. Like anytime I invite anybody in there, they stay, they never go because of what we've created.
I think the word fellowship is a perfect way to describe it. I also think that people need spaces where they can talk about their team, and people need spaces where they can feel like they're not a weirdo for obsessing over their team, for lack of a better way to say that. Because sometimes I think people get tired of hearing about things that they're not as involved in. But when you know you have a group of people that are all very excited to talk about it, to hear about it, and maybe we'll talk about it 20 times or 30 times or 75 times, it doesn't matter, because we're going to talk about it, because I think that that is human nature. I think that's a sports fan. I think that's to our core. That's what we do, is we talk about the same thing over and over and over and over. And then the season starts, and then you have new information, and you talk about that over and over and over and over. and so I like I said at the beginning of this, I will put the description. I will put a link in the description. So if you want to become a villain, if you want to get in there and see what's going on, you will have full access to do that. I think the other thing is I need to tell you how much I appreciate you, because even though you might not realize it, the random things that you'll sometimes see, or that you'll sometimes catch, or that you'll sometimes randomly just say something, and I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, I can do that. Or the amount of times where you say to me, you're totally overthinking this, just do it. Or like, all of the times that you've ever said, like, yeah, that's actually a really great idea, you should just do it. I don't know why you keep thinking about it. It's helpful, because I think it's easy to be in this space where it's male dominated. And oftentimes I can overthink myself, or think that I'm, doing it the wrong way. And it's like, that's your way though. So do that, go do that. So I just appreciate you providing that space for not just me, but for other people to be able to be myself and do that. And you give me feedback. And I love that, because a lot of people will not. So
there's no right way to do it.
Right. And you say that to me. Yeah.
There is no right way to do it. I think when people say you got to be professional, or you got to be this, they're just saying you got to do what you see the people on TV do.
Exactly.
But that's not the standard. I mean, nobody told them that's the only way to do it.
Yeah. And we're not on TV. So why am I doing something the way the people on TV do it when I'm not on TV? And like, anyway,
and
so
they got so many handcuffs on, they'll be like, don't do it this way.
Don't do it. Yes. With my channel, everyone tells me, like, don't niche down. Don't get too far niche down where you have to only do certain things. And that's what I always say. So not a lot of people in the world will allow you to be you, and will want to see you flourish just like you want to see yourself flourish. So I just appreciate you being like, no, do it. That's a great idea. You should do it. Do the reach out. I'll reach out. You need to, all of the encouragement. Everybody needs somebody in their corner that's like, go. So I just appreciate you doing that and being that, and like being a part of my growth. And everyone is asking me, when are you going to do your Monday show again? When are you going to do your Monday show? And I'm like, we don't hate each other. It's just life got busy.
I gotta call Hayes back now. No, we don't hate each other.
No, I'm like, I promise you, we are totally fine. But anyways, and that's obviously that I met you because of that. So I just wanted to thank you, because I appreciate that. And even I might tell you here and there, thank you, but I needed to put it on camera, put it on film, put it in this episode and say thank you, because I appreciate you.
Yeah. Anytime, I appreciate that. I mean, I walked through the fire, and I've done a lot, so I can give back. I mean, so I appreciate that. And any questions you have, anything you want to know, I'm always here. You can always hit me up.
Well, I need to be able to post a poll, but that's a different conversation for a different day. Anyways, I said I need to be able to post a poll. Anyways, it wouldn't work. Anyways, we'll figure that out. But anything else you want to say? Anything else you want to end about Miami, your space? You didn't say anything about your investor stuff. Do you want to mention that, or no?
Oh, no. Well, I started something called Investor Die. If you want to get involved, 786-405-9499. And it was also created from football. Like when I left my job as an officer in 13 years officer of Dade County, I left my job to invest in the stock market and to put my time and effort into football bill. I started learning how to trade in the stock market, doing Forex, and I realized that even though the guys were getting a lot of money that were making it to the NFL, I realized that, holy shit, they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And when it hit me, it was like, it's like a trap. Like, you're doing all this, you get there, and if you don't know what money is, you're going to just give it back. And then that's when I started saying, I don't care. Like my people need financial guidance. They need help. They need somebody to say Tom Brady, Pat Mahomes, Bitcoin. And I said I was gonna be that guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Like we're gonna talk about this shit every now and then, and whether you like it or not, it doesn't go together. I realized that what you're doing all this backpedaling for in the summer, if you're gonna get there, and the money is just gonna go through your hands.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah,
like
it didn't make sense. So I created something called Investor Die. I used to do the Morning Breath show, which I'm gonna start back, and it was Bitcoin. It was from Bitcoin to ball, and we would talk about the stock market when it was open, and then we would talk about football and current events, and they would watch me interview the Canes, and so I created it. All of it was created from football.
Okay.
Yeah, for me realizing that. Oh, so if you don't know what to do with money, you're gonna spend it. You're gonna spend it on your mama. You're gonna spend it on your girlfriend. You're gonna spend it on strippers, chains, cars, and then taxes is gonna take their 40% last because you ain't thought about the shit, and now you gotta hope to be in another contract again.
Right, basically. Okay, yeah. I like it. Well, when are you gonna start the show back? Have you all decided yet?
Oh, see, I started making the graphics again, man. I've just been lazy. This may motivate me.
I need a graphic.
Yeah? What you need?
Yeah. I need a graphic like that. I need to be on the show. I need my own little graphic.
You need your own little graphic.
Just randomly. Here she comes again. Here she comes with her ideas. Give me like a little segment, after every football game, I'll come in and give my spiel with my little graphic. About 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll just like go back down and disappear.
You should have recorded me and Hayes making your graphic for the Hayes Street show. No, man, she got too much hips, man. Do it again. Ask AI to do it again. Tell AI.
I love that. Yeah, and then I remember the first time, and then it started moving on different people's bodies. But anyways, well, thank you for coming, talking to me about Miami, being a part of this. You are now a part of my series. So when I post, you will know your video is coming soon. So you will see it on my
Just tag me. Collab with me. Tag with me or something, and I'll repost.
I got you. Right. No, honestly though, like I appreciate you. Anything else you want to say before whatever you say, I'm going to hit end after you say it.
We out.